Right? Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Yakakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great milestone that rule well. Salutations to the men of the hope and sincere elect. This is Makazar from the Trinidad camp. Just want to do a little edification for the elect's sake. Alright? And this whole situation with Venezuela, alright, and the US, guess what? Really and truly, this had nothing to do with the US. Alright? This is a country's own how to say, an issue that has to be resolved with the people concerning that country. Now, you could assist another country, all right? You could see as, you see something going wrong with your neighbor, you go to your neighbor's aid. The scripture says, bear you one another's burden, all right? But let's say, something going wrong in your neighbor's house. You can't go in your neighbor's house and say, hey, you don't find that he doing a good job ruling his house, so he need to step down and let somebody else rule his house. Not as the neighbor's house. All right. So case and point with going on in Venezuela. America have the audacity to say who they think should be the president, and actually threatening, all right, President Maduro, that if he don't step down, all right, basically he threatening them with war. All right. And as the scriptures call Esau the hammer of the whole earth. All right. Especially America, you call him the hammer of the whole earth. You go around and just wasting nations. And guess what? Your concerns is now what's going on in the country. You don't care about the people, because if you care about the people, then guess what? You would lift the sanctions. All right. So for you to say that the president have the country in a state and yet you imposing sanctions on the country, guess what? You don't care about the people. All right? And guess what? We know you devils control the media, because I actually saw a video on Facebook where President Maduro was addressing the nation, cautioning people not to take heed to the US news. All right? Because they're fabricating lies. And twice for the day, I uploaded this video on my page. And guess what? It's not on my page. Facebook keep taking it down. Why doesn't Facebook want these news to come up? But guess what? When Esau brings news out concerning Venezuela, it's all over the media. But when Venezuela bring news out, they take it down. Why? Because guess what? It all controlled. All right? It's a plan by the elitists. All right, and as the scripture said, right judgment doth never go forth. How could you judge a situation by hearing one side of the story? And this is what America doing right now. They're propaganding lies, all right, and pushing it out in the media and hoping people run with it. All right. The situation that happened in Venezuela, if you so care about the people, take the sanctions off of Venezuela. All right. There's a reason why Venezuela in this state right now, because of you Edomites. All right. So here we have France, Germany, and Spain, and the UK gives Maduro 8 days to call fair election in Venezuela. All right. It says what? It says Germany, France, Spain, and said Saturday they will recognize Venezuela opposition leader Juan Guaido as interim president unless plans to fresh election is announced within 8 days. Guess what? This does not have nothing to do with you. And all these countries are Edomites. All right? You worrying about something that happening all the way halfway across the world. When guess what? When here we have Italy right at the doorsteps. Italy going through what? A recession. Why don't you come together and try to deal with the situation that happening in Italy? Why don't you come together and try to deal with the situation that happening in Greece? All right? What about the yellow vest protests? All right? It says yellow vest protests across France trigger spurs of violence, calls for calm. All right? Why don't you come together and deal with these situations that are at your doorsteps? But nah, you want to deal with something that's happening all the way across the globe. That doesn't have nothing to do with you. You people just wicked. You Edomites, you just wicked. And guess what? This does not have anything to do with you want to see the country better. This is all about money. This is all about you getting in there to rape the country of the resources that it have. That you did to Iraq, that you did to Libya, that you did to I think in the Congo. All these countries. Syria. Guess what? I actually put a picture on Facebook showing you how certain countries were before America came in to show the destruction that America causes. And guess what? You know what Facebook did? It took it down. It said it against their policies. The truth is against Facebook policies. Because Esau doesn't want the truth to come out. Alright? And the Most High gonna bring a grand and a great destruction upon you Edomites. Alright? So let's get into the scriptures. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yet also because he transgressed by wine. Alright? Your false news, you're transgressing by wine. Your diplomacies. Alright? Your democracies, you're transgressing by wine. Alright? He's a proud man. Just take Donald Trump. Neither keepeth he at home who enlargeth his desires hell. Yeah, because you want to own the whole globe. You want everything for yourself. Alright? Neither keep it at home. He don't keep at home. Alright? You don't keep at home. You want to be all over the world, policing the whole globe. Now, guess what? Now here you are sending troops. Alright, here you are sending troops in Colombia. Alright, to engage in warfare with Venezuela.
No puedo explicar lo impresionante que es esto. Esto no se ve todos los días. Se acaba de parar. Increíble. Majestuoso. Poder de estas máquinas. Ya están descansando porque ya acabaron.
This has nothing to do with you. Alright? This has nothing to do with you. Alright? It says, neither keepeth he at home who enlarges the desires hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied. You can't be satisfied because you after the oil. It says, but gathered unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his? Alright, you want to increase the oil, you going over there in Iraq to get the opium. You want to go in all these countries to rape the nation of the wealth that they have. Alright, and you increasing that which is not yours. You devils. Alright, if the so-called white man is not the devil, then who is? Alright. It says, how long? And to him that leadeth himself with thick clay. Alright, having lots of heavy debt. It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and wake up that shall vex thee? And thou shalt be for booties for them. Yeah, because guess what? The scripture says that Russia gonna come with his bands, and they're gonna rain missiles upon America. Because guess what? Russia and Iran down there in Venezuela too. Alright? Russia and Iran down there. Alright? Because they have oil deals with Venezuela. So guess what? They basically whoever run the country. Alright? But you want the oil. You in this for money. Alright? And this situation could actually be could actually, it could start off World War III. Not saying that World War III gonna happen down there in Venezuela because the scripture said that it's gonna happen by the river Euphrates, but it could actually lead to that. Alright? Verse 8, it says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, and you spoil many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of man's blood, and for the violence of the land, and of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Alright? It says, woe unto him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, and that he may be delivered from the power of evil. It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people. And that is what you're doing, you're cutting off many people. Guess what? If Maduro steps down and America gets his way, guess what? Venezuela done. Venezuela gonna be done for. Alright? And I sinned against thy soul. It says, for the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. It says, woe unto him that buildeth a tongue with blood, and establish a city in iniquity. And that is what you're trying to do. You're trying to set up a new presidency in Venezuela. Guess what? You issuing a city in blood and in iniquity. True falsehood. True falsehood. But guess what? All this that happening here right now, the Most High is the one who set this up. Because the Lord said he must stay in the army. Alright? The Lord is the one who got in the army together. Alright? Let's see if I could find this scripture. Alright, this is Proverbs chapter 26 verse 17. It said, he that passeth by and meddleth with strife belonging not to him is like one that taketh a dog by his ears. So you're gonna get bit. What happened in Venezuela has nothing to do with you. You're gonna get bit. Alright, and the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai gonna raise up the spirit of all these kings to reign upon you Edomites. It's Ecclesiasticus 11 verse 9. It says, strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. And that is where Guaido doing, he's sitting in judgment with sinners. And America, Esau, you meddling with things that don't concern you. It says, my son, meddle not with many matters. Alright? For if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. You're not gonna be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. Alright? Because all this gonna lead up to America's destruction. All this that happening right here, right now, leading up to that great day when the Lord gonna cause America to be destroyed. The scripture said the Lord send the spirits out there to gather the kings of the earth into the battle. Alright? This is Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 23. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? America is the hammer of the whole earth, going around and conquering nations. It says, how is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon. Alright? The Lord lay a snare for you, and you didn't know. You weren't aware that the Lord setting you up for your destruction. Alright? It says, thou was not aware, thou art found, and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. And Yahweh had opened his armory and brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahweh Hashem of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. So the Lord giving all these countries nuclear capability, all right, to destroy America. This is what the Lord doing. All right, the Lord is the one that did this, giving the countries nuclear capability to destroy you. As the scripture said, in 1 hour, America gonna be destroyed. So all this that taking place down there in Venezuela, it will lead to World War III. All right, it just actually adding more coals to the fire until it's gonna be hot enough that, guess what, it just take one thing just to start that war, just to start that nuclear holocaust. All right. So with that, I want to give our praises to Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai, Hashem Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and Rule Well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. All right, there's Makazah said Shalom. Hey, Esau, you done. All right, you done. You going into slavery. Lord gonna destroy America with thermonuclear destruction. All right, Shalom.